In 1949, the great Chilean poet Pablo Neruda had to run for his life for political reasons from his own country. I'm writing a novel based on those events, which is titled The Splendid City. One of the tasks I have is to try to write from the point of view of one of the greatest imaginative minds of the 20th century, and I think I'm going to enjoy that task. The novel begins 22 years later, on the day that Neruda received the Nobel Prize for Literature. During his acceptance speech, he recalled the escape. Pablo fidgeted nervously about his words. He would speak of his poetry, of course, his cherished verse, and the politics, to be sure, his troublesome communism. But now in 1971, so late in life, and here in Stockholm, so far away, he wished really to speak about something else of which these people knew nothing, and of which he, of course, knew everything. I'll tell them what they've come to hear, he thought. But now, my speech will be a long journey. He touched the lapel of his coat, glancing down at the boutonniere and smoothing the lapel a moment as he rehearsed the story one last time that he wished to give to them. A voyage I once took through faraway Antipodean regions, which for that reason are not much different from the landscape and solitudes here in the north. The rhythms were coming to him, yes, the escape. But I speak of the extreme south of my country, the far south, he thought. Yes, but even more the nearer east, the Cordillera with its terrifying peaks, loving, ghostly mountains, so brutal, splendid, but beyond difficult, merciless. We who live in Chile must go so far to touch the south with our boundaries that it seems to us very like the geography here in Sweden, whose head brushes against the snowy north of the planet. Pablo smiled, enjoying the silly metaphor that he had just made. His breathing began to hurry, though. Suddenly, he was in danger again, the memory of it. Down there in those far reaches of my country, he felt his voice grasping for the occasion, his wish to tell the story, where events that are now themselves quite forgotten once took me. One must cross. He laid a hand on his chest. And I had to cross. He took in a breath. The Andes Mountains.